I know a lot of you have been waiting for me to give you the update on this shoe, so here it is. Boy everyone, MARKCHES here. Welcome to the channel, and it is here officially. It's the EC1 from Serious Player Only, and I know a lot of you have been asking me about this sneaker and the updates because you've seen my other video about the EC1, which is the prototype that I got early. Shout out to Serious Player Only for letting me test this early. So I've given some reviews about this too, and it was amazing, but it didn't have the details that I have right now, which came in this dust colorway. There's a lot of labels and the actual official package that will come and the add-ons that will come in this EC1, because when I was testing this, they just hand this over to me and say test this out, and they still didn't know the price yet at that time and what's included in the set, but now it's official. So let's get on with it. I know you've seen other videos about this one, but for me personally, I've been wearing this since maybe 3 months ago, 4 months ago, and let's get back to it. But this is the first time that I get to play with this dust colorway. It's a different material upper, so this dust colorway is the more premium among the 3 colorways. So these 3 are the first 3 colorways that are coming out on the EC1 collection. So this one will arrive here in the Philippines earlier, and together with the black pair. The all white pair, it will be coming a bit more delayed, maybe 2 to 3 weeks right before these 2 launches. So the upper of these 2 colorways, the pure and the OOTD, has a different feel to it. It is made out of canvas that is coated with some plastic to make it more durable so that it won't scratch easily. But comparing it with the white one, you can see the white one, it doesn't come with the same wax as the OOTD pair. But I'm not sure if this is just because of the prototype, but when I'm feeling it, it's more different between the 2 colorways. So both are canvas, but this has a more coating on the top part of the canvas, or maybe it's because it's black, so it has a different feel on the upper. But on the forefoot, it has the same leather, and it's really nice because the leather is not too stiff. So when I played with this, it was easy breaking them in. Didn't need that much breaking in for the materials for the upper. And as you can see, the break here in near the forefoot, which of course this is a signature from Serious Player Only. They really made the laces up to the tip of the shoe. The reason why for that is of course to make the fit of the sneaker more customizable to your foot shape. So if you want it to be more loose here, you can loosen this up, or if you have a lot of toe space here, if you have a very narrow foot, you can tighten up the tip of the lacing so it will really hug your foot better. And that's what's nice about the Serious Player Only collection. All the sneakers have that kind of feature. It goes up to the tip of the toe, because there's been a lot of issues on sneakers that there's a lot of toe space. Your toes or your forefoot moves a lot. Look how far I have here. The closest one I have here is the LeBron 22. See how big the space is around the toe. So if you have a very narrow foot, your foot will easily move around the forefoot part of the sneaker. So that's why the Serious Player Only group made that into consideration. They really put an effort in thinking of how we can really customize the sneaker, not just for their cushion, but also for the fit of the sneaker, which I think is really good in terms of performance. And don't worry, it has a break here so that when you're bending your foot, the material, especially this leather material, won't stiffen up and the canvas won't crunch up here and make a bulky shape on the side, and which will make it a bit more uncomfortable when the material doesn't bend that much, or that the material doesn't bend that easily. So that's what really nice about the EC1. They thought well about this part too, for that bend here in the forefoot. And going to the back part of the sneaker, you can see it also in the dust, but since this is black, you can see the tan. There you go, there's a break here. And for the dust, the material is leather, and it's very nice. It's very comfortable. It's like suede leather, especially on the forefoot part. It looks very premium. It's ultra soft in the forefoot, so if you want a little bit softer forefoot, the dust will give you that, but still the durability on the forefoot area is still very good. You can see here, this is the leather part, different leather. Then this is the suede velvety type of leather here, and there's a leather material that wraps around the entire sneaker. So the dust has the same color as the upper, while this one, even though there's a canvas upper here, it's leather at the bottom. So what it does is it catches your foot when you're doing lateral moves. It works, given that the aesthetics is very minimal. Gives you that, of course, the lifestyle vibe, which the SPO group really wants the EC1 to be a lifestyle and a basketball sneaker at the same time, that you can wear off court and on court. And speaking of that, of course, we'll get into the cushion part, where we'll discuss about the lifestyle usage and the on-court usage of the EC1. And as for the laces, let's go back to the laces. They have flat laces on all colorways, same flat canvas laces, or textile laces I mean, on the 3 colors. And for the upper, the back part, all are leather, different kinds of leather material. The dust has the suede, similar to the forefoot material. And for the tongue, all have a very nice padding on the tongue, but on the dust it's not quilted as the ones on the OOTD and on the pure, but still very comfortable around the tongue. And what's nice about this is the tongue of the EC1, they didn't extend it too much to make it really look very lifestyle. So when you're using your lifestyle sneaker, you can see that the tongue doesn't go out or protrude that much. Isn't that long, so they really thought well about that. And the tongue is bungeed to the bottom of the sneaker, so that it won't move that much when you're putting in and out the cushion setup of the sneaker. So now we'll talk about the cushion setup. So the sneaker comes with this pamphlet, so you'll be guided on how to use the cushion setup of the EC1, which is entirely different from the Player One Plus. But this setup also you can use in the Player One Plus, which I think is really great, because right now we have of course the standard quick. This is the quick, this is the quick, and this is the strength with the triple density foam. So this usually comes with the Player One Plus, and of course the midsole support, which has this plastic piece and a triple density foam, and of course the explosive, which is my favorite, ultra bouncy, ultra comfy midsole. So this is the explosive, and you can see that the grip, anti-slip grip here too, that is very useful. So these are what's available now, but they changed it up on the EC1, and the EC1 comes with this insole. So this insole that is, you can this is an orthotic that you can replace. So this one is for the on-court use, and this is the off-court use, and it's made out of ortholite. And I read in some reviews that if there's the ortholite text there, it really came from the ortholite company, so they manufacture this. But you can see the shape of the two. You can see the ortholite a little bit more flimsier. So this is because mainly it's for off-court use, so it goes more for comfort. It's more plush, that you can put when you're just walking around the mall, when you want to rock this off court. This is what you put in on top of the individual foam or a cushion, which is made out of supercritical foam, which I discussed in my previous video. So this is the individual midsole, which is, if you can see, it's really thin. It's thinner than the quick midsole if you are going to compare it, especially in the forefoot part. But what's nice about this is super critical. Even though this is this thin, you could really feel the cushion underneath your foot, because I've been rocking this the Pure and the OOTD off court, and I didn't put the off court insole when I'm using this one, and it feels very comfortable. It's like you're wearing your Chucks or your Vans, but the cushion is really nice. It's ultra comfy below your foot. But if you want a little bit more, you can add this off-court insole so that there's a bit more cushion under your foot. But for me, I like how loose the feeling is with just the individual cushion or the individual midsole on the EC1. And if you want to change up after walking around the mall and you have a game after, then replace it with the on-court. So the on-court has a bit more support around the midfoot to the heel, plus this is made out of EVA foam, which is a little bit more dense when you're holding it. So it gives a bit more structure to the sneaker, or the cushion rather, and at the same time a little bit more cushion in the forefoot if you want. So I usually use this setup for playing. I don't use it with just the individual because it's too low, but I think you can if you're really used to playing really close to the ground, you can. But for me, I would advise to put the insole, and if you have a customized or a specialized insole or orthotic that really is for you, if you have some foot problem and you need to use your custom insole, you could put it there, because I've been using it, this one too, with my game day when I didn't have this yet, because what came with the OOTD was just one insole, so I replaced it with that game day, so it fits perfectly too, which is nice. Or if you have an orthotic from a doctor, you can place it on top of this individual cushion too. And it's not just that, you can use this other midsole that they have. You can remove everything, the individual and the insole. If you want a drop-in, this plain drop-in, you could put it inside, but this is 46, so this is 47. These are big, so this one, let's try the strength. You can put the strength inside if you are used to using the strength midsole of the Serious Player Only, and it fits perfectly, guys. Look, so you can use it like this. Amazing ball, amazing. I really love what they've done and how they really improve in this setup, this midsole setup of the Serious Player Only. I thought they will just be stuck with this one, but really impressed. Shout out to the Serious Player group for really thinking out of the box and giving this kind of setups for the shoes, the EC1 especially. And it doesn't end there. If you're looking for, you say, doesn't have the same carbon fiber that the Player One Plus has, but I think this is P back, so which is nice. So it gives, without the midsole inside, still has the spring back that you need. So it's almost full length. It starts from here until here. It reaches here. So it's a spring plate for stability and a little bit more push to the sneaker. And another thing that you don't see is when you're pressing it down, there's an EVA foam here still. A very thin EVA foam that gives you extra cushion still. So even though you're thinking that, man, the individual is really thin for my liking, but there's a small slab of EVA foam right below the individual to give that extra cushion to the sneaker, right below the P-Back's stability plate. So don't be fooled on how it looks, because when I'm compressing the heel of this shoe, it compresses here even though it looks like a cup midsole, but this is actually foam when you're walking with this, and you can see it compressing. So that's really great on the Easy One. Man, I can't wait. I can't wait for everyone to try the Easy One too. It's a game changer right now for the serious player only group, and excited for the other colors that are coming out on the Easy One. And now let's talk about the traction still. If you watch my other video, and the traction on this one, what made this special is if you played with the Wow All CT 12 or the Wow 11, it's made out of the GCU rubber. It's a liquid rubber compound, and it is the same with this one. It's the same feel on the Easy One, and I've confirmed this with the Easy One peeps. It's the same. It's a liquid rubber. And what's nice about the liquid rubber is I've been playing, like I said, I've been playing with this too and tested it out in different types of floor. Really dusty floor. And there was one time when it was raining in a court where we practice, and every shoe that I brought with me was slipping really hard. So when I switch up with this one, it wasn't gripping that much or that great, but it was still gripping on the floor. So I wasn't slipping. I wasn't too conscious that I will slip on the floor, on the moist floor. This was still gripping. So that's how nice these are. And recently I played with in a moist floor too, because it was raining here in Manila, and I changed up. I didn't review my other sneaker that I bought because it was slipping on that floor. But with this one, fortunately, I was wearing this pure colorway during my meeting before going to the game. So I wear this one, and it was gripping really nicely. And I think I was the only one not conscious about slipping on that floor at that time. So really nice traction for this one. And it has the Serious Player logo, herringbone pattern, and the grooves are really thick. And even though there's some dust picked up on the white, because I've been rocking this off court a lot. I'm not kidding. I've been using this off court for parties or just going out, and when I'm riding my big bike, I've been using this, especially this colorway. And man, it still was gripping really nice on the floor. Even the dust, no problem. Even this is black. There's a nice curvature to the outsole here for extra traction on the medial side. Nice curve, and of course a very nice lateral outrigger on the forefoot for more stability. And stability wise, it feels very stable. And comparing it with the Player One Plus, let's see, I would say, yeah, it's the Easy One is a little bit wider in terms of width, so it really goes out like this. So there's an angle to the sneaker, and awesome. I mean, overall performance, I would say this is one of my favorite sneaker to hoop in right now. with no biases, and it's always on my bag, especially here in the Philippines. We are still in the rainy season. It was supposed to end soon, but still raining, and so that I always have this in my car as a backup, and it has never failed me since the first time that I used it. And it has a very nice heel-to-toe transition when you're playing with it, and because of how nice the compression is on the heel with the curve, and there's a nice curve in the forefoot too. And for the dust colorway, for a US 11, it's 370 grams. It's ultra light. Man, it's a very light sneaker. It's one of the lightest out now in the market, I think. Yeah, because the GT Cut 3 is one of the lighter ones. What else? Yeah, basically very light sneaker, and they look great. These two are my favorite, of course. It's if you are a more minimal person, if you want a more minimal look, of course this one. It looks like a very old school sneaker, skate shoe, and if you want a more premium look and a louder vibe, a louder look to the sneaker, the dust, it looks like a Timberland. Yeah, I used to rock that a lot when I was younger. And so the easy one comes with this box. It's a pull-out box, so it comes with two insoles, the off-court and the on-court, with the brochure for extra direction or tutorial on how to change up your cushion. And this will be available soon here in the Philippines, and fortunately here it's a little bit cheaper compared to the US site, and it is priced at 9,895 pesos here in the Philippines for the dust colorway. And for the OOTD, which has more canvas, it's 9595. So for this one and this one have the same price, because this is a little bit more premium. So let me know what you think about this, guys, and if you want to pre-order, it's available at boxandone.shop already for pre-ordering for these two colorways. It will soon be arriving. So let me know what your thoughts are on the Easy One. Are you excited for this sneaker? I'm excited for you guys to try it out, really, seriously. And so that's it. Let me know what you think. This has been MARKCHES once again. Thank you for dropping by this channel. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.